Hello, hello, good morning, everybody. Hi, Nova. Hey, Nina. Welcome, welcome. Oh my gosh. Like the title says, I have a little bit of pain today, so we may not stream for crazy long. We're gonna do our best. I reduced the gain a little bit on my mic filters for headset. Now that I'm using my headset, I noticed it was a little bit too loud. Which is funny, because, normally most other streamers are too quiet. But, you know how it is. Man, Bubba, you're so funny. Hi. Yeah, you. So, good morning, wait for the bus for physical therapy. Yeah. I hope that goes well. He buried his food. Normally I don't let him do that. So basically, because he's got wet food, I put it, and he's a messy eater, he don't have teeth, I put it on a towel. He doesn't get it all over my bed. And he tries to bury it sometimes with the towel. Normally I don't let him do that, and I let him do that this time. And then, like, an hour later, he comes over. Hi! He comes over and sniffs it. And he's like, I know my food is here, but how do I get at it? And I'm like, I don't know. You're the one who buried it. Maybe you should have thought of that. Did you think of that? No, you didn't. You're staring at me helplessly. Yeah, you. The Bubba is staring helplessly. He is. Yes, he is. The little goober. I'll go and bury it for you, okay? I'll just roll over here. There you go. There. See? Now your food's unburied. Little silly man. Silly. I hope everybody else is doing okay today. Thank you for the sip. I will drink some milk. I mean, not some milk. Some water. I do also have milk. Posture redeem too, that's a good reminder. My posture is not always great these days. I try. Depends on where I'm sitting. I also have kefir milk, pretty much. So, I try to have a drink of some kind. The kefir is good for me, so I've been trying to ingest. Aye. Alright. Yeah. Oh, I'm thinking about my subathon. That's what I'm thinking about. It's funny, this is my 3rd year streaming. I've never held a subathon before, but I didn't particularly... I didn't really start, like, networking and getting to know other streamers until last year. I feel like I'm in a much better place to have a subathon now. I'm not sure that a subathon previously would have gotten very far. Oh, yeah. Got some probiotic milk and other stuff, and holy shit, my digestive system is thanking me. Yep. I'm so scared to even plan a subathon. I didn't even know what it was until, like, the summer. That is so valid, though. I'm kind of nervous. I'm also kind of excited. Mixture of both. And, like, trying to figure out your subathon goals, too. Because subathon goals are kind of... They really have to be kind of personalized. Right? I spent a couple weeks coming up with mine. And I don't even have that many. Like... Because I'm only going up to 100 subs, or at least as of right now. That's the goal. Yeah. Oh, get ready. You're gonna see Gremlin Nova in full force. I know. And I thank you for it. It's good for me. I mean, genuinely at this point, like, I figured it was about time I had a subathon. Two, genuinely, because of my disabilities, kind of need the money. To be fully honest. Money is a huge motivator. I've been trying to find work, but nobody's been hiring me for the very specific amount of hours I can work. And I'm still worried because my endometriosis is going to get worse again before it's able to get better, because it's just the time it takes to see doctors and get like the ball rolling and all that, that I wouldn't be able to hold down a job anyway. Ooh, most people with endometriosis get fired a lot for absences and other things. They do. Like, that is it's very hard to keep a job when you have endometriosis. I always feel really bad for. So I am in like an endometriosis support group on Facebook, which is, it's a mixed bag. I feel like it's too big of a group for the amount of moderators they have, and like they can't keep up, and there's some issues, but it's still been a helpful resource anyway. But there's a lot of mothers that like are really struggling. I always feel really bad for them, because like they got kids and they can't just afford to stop particularly, you know? I'm in a much better position for it. But anyhow, nonetheless, I am still really looking forward to my subathon, although I will say I did put a hair dye reward on there. But if y'all end up going with Ambrose's idea, I'm gonna have to book with a professional. Because Ambrose, my silly little boy, came up with the idea to. I've got short hair right now, actually. I know, immersion break. I used to have long hair, and then it was really hot this summer, and I said, no. No. Anyway, I basically have a short haircut with an undercut right now. It's easy to maintain. I can do it myself. You know, it's almost a bowl cut, but not quite. Because I like bowl cuts. Nonetheless, so I got the little top, and he suggested that be dyed a solid pink, and then my sides, where my undercut is, dyed like rainbow. He said pastel rainbow. I beyond to know, but let it be known, I am much better off getting it done professionally at that point, because the amount of dye that I would have to buy. Oh, yeah. Bet. Box Laddie. Here you go. Here's Box Laddie. What does that do? It get box. I become box. Oh my god. My friend, again, actually, Ambrose, drew this as a bit. Because earlier in the year, I had been packing and doing pack with me streams. I'm so sorry for my loss. Loss of what? I definitely want to help fund that. Yeah, I mean, it'd be really. I'm not saying the hair dye wouldn't be pretty. Hi, Lefty. Because it would definitely be pretty. It just. I'm not buying all those dyes and trying to do that myself. I'm just not going to. I'd have so much dye left over, and probably the price would end up being somewhat comparable, especially since I don't, loss of brain cells. Well, you know, like Box Lottie? How am I floating? Am I holding myself up by my hair? Is my hair prehensile? You have questions you have to ask yourself. Yes, it is. Nah, Amber's drew this when I was doing, like, pack stuff up with me streams, where I was packing up all my little knickknacks and basically doing a show and tell. Everybody was like, you should be a box. I was like, I don't got time for that. And then Ambrose was like, bam. How's it going? I got the day off today, so I thought I'd check in while I run errands. am doing my best. We're in a lot of pain today. We're just trying to yap through it. I don't know how long today's stream will be. Hey, at least they didn't redeem Jurafati. Jurafati is a lot more points than I think Nina might have right now. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you say that, but somebody could always do it at any minute. There's so many of you with enough points for Jurafati. I got my finger on the trigger. Hi, pigs. Hello, Bubba. This is mine. Baba. Thank you. You can have this anyway. Don't you know cats get lactose intolerant when they're older? Yeah, you do. I mean, this is fermented, but it's still mostly milk. Oh, speak of the devil. Oh, speak of the devil. Alright. Here we are. Hello. I still will remind you all that this PNG is going to get cycled out. Don't do it for the full 20. I get more than enough points. Well, that's not how that works. And plus, balloon animal skill. I make cursed things. I spent way too long on this edit. Especially, like, making her mouth open. Yeah. I love me some clown tricks, you know what I mean? I do. I'm a cozy streamer with some of the most cursed PNGs you've ever seen. Mostly just this one. There's a long story behind the beast. A little bit. Still want to make a bigger version just so you don't have to get rid of her. Hey, you could try, but the problem is the original image isn't, like, large enough. Like, that's a lot of the problem. Or rather, okay, so technically I could. I'd have to make all of my PNGs smaller. Like, reduce their sizes. But, I think she could just be cycled out. I think there's such a thing as, like, not beating a dead horse. There's only so much longevity to certain jokes. You know? I'm sure there'll be another one in the future. Somewhere in the future. Especially since we keep looking at, I mean, the house tours, for context, for anybody who doesn't know. We like to tour houses for sale. And, like, just on Zillow and other sites where they're on sale. And, so this is based off of a real life statue that was in somebody's house. I made the image transparent. And then pasted myself on top of it. Yes. Take her off your hands when you cycle her out. Oh my god. You want a lefty version? I could probably do that. I could probably make a lefty version. That's probably a thing I can do. Can't wait to see what more cursed stuff the future will hold. Or I could just redraw her using Hootie from the Owl House's inspo. It is kind of giving those vibes, huh? The giraffe must be passed from clown to clown. Trophy and a burden. Oh. I'm catching neck. Heck yeah, the redebut just got bigger. God. I'd have to figure out elements of your outfit to include, but I'm sure we could figure something out. I like my little rough prop. I like giving people this rough, just in general. Yeah. If I thought it'd be really funny, I'd probably do, thank you for the lyric! I'd probably, do a redeem for the version of Ambrose that I made for myself. But I feel like that was, like, a group bit more than anything. You know. I do like collecting PNGs. It's fun. Yeah, I'm sure there's probably, if I made all of my PNGs roughly, like, much more the same size, like, the same size as the giraffe, they'd probably work out better. I didn't do that, though. Plus, eventually I'm gonna have my re-debut, and I was only planning on keeping Classic Lottie as a redeem, maybe Box Lottie too, after my re-debut. Well, possibly anyway. The thing is with my re-debut, I'm gonna be using an entirely, because right now I'm using ViaGoTube Mini. With my re-debut, we're going to be moving to PNG Tuber Remix. I made 2 separate programs, so yeah. When you got time, send me the PNG and I'll get to work when I get back from PT. Giraffe and Giraffe need to be in Heartbeats one day. Put them on a t-shirt. Welcome to the circus on the back and the giraffes on the front. I will note that my style is different from yours and expect like a masterpiece. This isn't my art, but okay. Alright. I mean, like, yeah. This isn't my art in the first place. This is 2 real-life objects of, like, pictures, like my head, the hat and the thing, the ruff, that I made transparent. And then, like, my original sort of, reference sheet for my girl that I have, cut out and put on my head. Confetti and balloons on either side. Oh, I feel like we need deflated balloons. We need like the saddest balloons. Everybody who wears it gets asked questions about it, and they're like, "Oh, it's chat like Twitch channel merch." Everybody be like, "Huh?" Not the weirdest thing. My cousin Lumo has like a kitty waifu shirt. I think it was Wubby, but it may have been somebody else. It may have been Pay Money Wubs. Who put this merch out, and like a lot of the proceeds for this shirt went towards like a cat rescue. So, you know, it's not the weirdest thing. Ooh. I'm trying not to curl up into a ball. Sitting here, sipping my kefir milk. Mango milk. Ooh, we could probably play Toontown while we talk, though. That's pretty much all it is, mostly, anyway. It's a banter engine. Oh, boop, boop. So far, so good using my microphone. But that is my headset mic instead of my lavalier. So far, so good. Haven't had too much problems or anything particularly. In fact, if anything, I think it might actually work better than my lavalier did. What a surprise. Anyway, Google Lurkies, but I hope you like the insides of my pockets because you're going there for a bit. Thank you, Lefty. I should play more Toontown sometime. I miss Tuno. Hi, Muffy. Tuno's pretty fun. I feel like a big game of Tuno would be really fun, but it's hard to get that many tunes playing Tuno. I don't know why I'm looking. There's nothing here. There won't be for a long time. I have so much money. Anyway. Load up on gags. Let's see. What we got going on? Yeah. We can do a boss battle building. That sounds good to me. I will go fishing until we get our 4th. Switch back to my classic outfit. Which now has the Disability Pride bow tie. I do miss my pink shoes a bit. So, change this a little bit. Also got Burger Lottie. Burger Lottie's pretty fun, actually. Change back. Burger. Yeah, I plan on, like, cycling out a lot of my extra PNGs. Although, I'm sure we'll get new ones over time. Maybe they'll show up for collabs. You never know. Not anymore, we're not. Alright, here we get. Elevator broke. Ooh, that doesn't bode well. Mark my words. Minnie's gonna DC at some point. A lot of people play this game on potatoes. Oh. Well, at least their potato will go well with your burger. I suppose, yeah. The rare beaver, for that matter. I don't see a lot of beavers. We've got the common denominator tunes. Most of us are short stacks, and most of us are either... Leave it to beaver. Just very uncommon choice. My turn. No? I should get a turn, I think. Cool. Our turn, comrade. We've all gotta do trap training, you know? There he goes. Whoosh. Alright, I guess I'll change back into regular Lottie here. Get in the elevator. Yep. Here we go. Just stopped by my pharmacy that's next to my physical therapy, and turns out they have a policy that unless you're an established client, they can't refill controlled substance. Okay. Did they tell you that before? Like, were you informed properly? Nope. Good job, guys. You failed at it. And by good job, I mean sarcasm. Bad job. This isn't the first time to see about switching, and they made no mention of that. Wow. I mean, like, I know ADHD meds were, like, very controlled, but, like, they could have told you that before now. Because, like, it's... My cousin Lumo's had to ration his ADHD meds before. He doesn't function well off his ADHD meds, so... It's just deeply inconsiderate, if nothing else. I gotta sneeze, hold on. Like, there's some people who can't work their jobs without their ADHD meds. Kind of important to mention that, like, oh, hey, by the way, if you're switching, if you take any controlled substance meds, you could have to wait a month to switch those. Yeah. Yeah. Especially considering that I think they're all, like, only other two pharmacies nearby. One is under the same company. Uh-huh. One of the others are Rite Aid going out of business. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody's not doing their job. Hey, when that happens. Oh, did I change? Hold on. Yeah, I did. They do it a little bit more. Cut off from my PNG. So fiddling with it. If it literally weren't for the fact that it is, I shit you not even a 3-minute walk from the building I have my physical therapy at, I would just scrap the idea of switching to them altogether. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh wait, I don't need to do it. Too late. Oh, it doesn't even matter. Hee hee. We're about to get beat up. That's okay. You can do it. That's mine. There we go. You know, my aunt the other day got me one of the like $1 pens from Dollar General because it has a balloon animal dog on top of it. On like the eraser end. I love being recognized as clown by my family. It's like, hey, this made me think of you because it has a balloon animal. Delightful. Mostly I've just been like treating it like a fidget toy. All I have is this. Understandable. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a... I mean, it's still a pen, and that's great and all. But it's not like I'm using pens that often. Although at some point I do genuinely want to get a work booklet for, like, writing out ABCs and your numbers and stuff. Because fun fact, I'm actually ambidextrous. You know, when you're a kid and you're still first learning how to write and stuff, and they tell you to just go with whatever hand is most comfortable for you. They felt the same. I just picked one. But I want to practice, as an adult, I want to practice writing with both. I want to practice, I want to be able to write with both my hands. I can do an okay job with my right hand, certainly better with my right hand than I would have as a child. Oh. Redeem, brief character impression. If you struggle, just let out the most gremlin giggle you can do. Okay. How about that? I genuinely, yeah, I don't remember your voice very well yet. Hell yeah! Yay! Fair enough. Yeah. We haven't been doing sound at all. Oh. Totally not an excuse to hear a gremlin giggle. Lamau. One of you has to change. Okay, cool. TNT! Watch him explode! In this town we call home. When I'm really in the mood for it, I can also do a witch cackle. But I kinda have to be like really gunning for it, you know? More cogs! Just what the doctor ordered. It really makes more sense to do sound at this point. Yep. Overkill. Okay, good job. Sorry for the metal clank sounds. A little bit difficult to avoid. Oh, we're getting so close to the next level of trap. Oh, look at that. Boo, 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 boo. I do think this stream, because of how I'm feeling, is going to end up just being... I don't want to do a CFO. Just end up being either an hour or an hour and a half, depending. I didn't want to skip the stream. I didn't feel like doing that. But I'll feel so good. I mean, Boardbot doesn't do me much, but that's more building floors, so we can go do that. Also, we can look at all the Boardbot models. I love looking at the Boardbot models. Perfectly understandable. Please take care of yourself. Yeah, I will. I will probably... It's good odds I'm just gonna watch, like, Dropout TV and, play Spirit Island solo. Do 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 do. I'd say I'd lay down, but my heated blanket, I don't have a good way of... There's not anywhere for me... I haven't figured out how to plug in my heated blanket so it can reach my bed yet. Oh, which I will have to figure out at some point. I may need an extension cord. But I can sit with it at my desk, so... Is something. Fuck. I do love the new models. So, for those who are not familiar with the game, these models, pretty much any of the more like 3D ones, like the cogs have, are made by the Corporate Clash team specifically. As opposed to the old models, which were the original ones to the Disney team that did Toontown. That's one. Some of them are brand new designs. Some of them are just redesigns of old cogs. It varies a little bit. All of the board bots are original ones, though. I'm pretty sure anyway. Especially like the Shark Watcher. He's fun. But like the Law bots got an upgrade too, and a lot of those, most of them I believe, are based off of the original Toontown designs for the Law bot cogs with some updates. They look very nice. Yeah, I guess we could do sound. Oh, you don't have sound. Okay. Gonna mute real fast so I can drink up the rest of my drink. Not gonna straw slurp in anybody's ears. I do like the yellow boots they have. Alert, time for physical therapy, but before I do... Oh, before you do, what? What you doing? Meds time! Ah, there we are. Here's your meds, you've got 'em, meds. I took my meds, but everybody else, if you need any reminders, there's a good reminder. And thank you for the lyric and being here as always, Nova. Hope your therapy goes well. Oh, sip, sip too. This is everyone's reminder to drink water. Good reminder to drink water with your pills. Just because you can take your pills dry doesn't mean you should. In fact, in a lot of cases, you shouldn't. Unless for some reason or another you have to. Yeah, but don't do it all the time. You know? What if my mouth is extra wet already? No, you need liquid in your stomach for the pill to dissolve. That isn't just your stomach acids. No! Dance, 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 dance. I do love the spring trap. It's so cute. I kind of wish it was a higher level damage. Because then I could see it more often. My favorite trap is the rake. Can't beat a good classic unless you're talking damage output. Yeah. Oh, Alien Lottie it is. Nope, not that one. This one. He's the boss. Head honcho. The rake is very cute. I like the marbles too. And the banana. I mean, let's be real. Banana's funny. But that's the level 1 trap, and you never see it unless somebody's doing a bit. People are more prone to cupcakes for bits. Yeah, one of them got in. Could be worse. Oh, you're gonna hit me. I see how it is. Well, we might as well wait for the rest of them. If my paint gets a little bit better today, I'll probably go and, work on cleaning out more of the barn. Talked about it a little bit yesterday. Section of the barn the goats get put in for winter. And all of the, nasty stuff, all of the old hay and poop and stuff needs to be removed so they can put fresh bedding down for the winter and stuff like that. I mean, we're gonna do it that way. We're gonna do it this way, I guess. Ding! Good job. The good game carryover to me is very funny. It's just funny. They're getting there on Zap too, huh? Good for them. Dun, 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 dun. I love it when they bounce extra. So bouncy. Alright, what else we got? Nothing. Okay, well. Oh. Mm. 10 of 22 floors, that's pretty good. I was hoping maybe for one of the bosses. I guess we could set up our own. Should be good for any of these. Oops, not that. Cloud Disguise. Not Cellbot, but Bobbot and Bossbot. I could do either of them. Oh. One more time? Okay. Can't teleport to that one yet. We can go to the Lobot. I guess we'll go to the Lobot HQ. Doesn't really matter which one I do. Hello, Judy. Yes. Now we wait. Oh, we wait. Boom, 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 boom. I love the updated Backstabber so much. So shiftied. Okay. What am I thinking about? What am I thinking about that I can talk about? That's the better question. Oh, we can walk. We can walk the whole area. Boop, boop, doo 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 doo. Ah, that is a pretty good time for an ad. You know, it's funny. If World of Warcraft had stayed the same... Hello, Eclipse. Welcome, welcome. I probably... As I think about old World of Warcraft, I was very fond of that game. I'd probably still be playing it. Well, also, if it wasn't... I don't even remember. My brain wants to say Bungie, and that's wrong. So silly. Nonetheless, it wasn't owned by also them. But I think about it. Blizzard, thank you. Of course, the same could be said of Overwatch. And not many of you may know this, but I played Overwatch multiple times a week when it originally came out for like the first 2 years or something. It was a good stretch of time. Pretty big Overwatch fan. Originally. Blizzard ruins everything they touch. Everything. At least eventually. They had a pretty good run with World of Warcraft. If HOTS wasn't artificially murdered by Blizzard and also wasn't a Blizzard title, I'd still be playing that. I know. I've never liked MOBAs, so it's definitely not like a me thing. But I know it was a good MOBA. But they did artificially murder it. Like, they mismanaged their game so badly. It's crazy. I mean, sure, World of Warcraft is still going, but it has nowhere near the player base that it used to. And I feel like a lot of them are just there because they don't know anything else, or rather there isn't anything that appeals to them more, and they still want the MMO experience, and apparently they have money they can burn. Because World of Warcraft still has a subscription fee. I wonder if Blizzard is even drawing in new players. I don't know. I'm sure somebody's done the numbers somewhere. But I don't know if they are. They certainly aren't with Overwatch anymore. Overwatch 2. Everybody's like, wow. This game stinks! I was pretty big Overwatch player, though. Not in the competitive scene, because I don't really do ranked in games. I'm perfectly happy playing casual. But, doesn't mean I couldn't have, I just don't see the point. Same set goes for Apex, although I never played Apex enough anyway, because Apex has a learning curve. You really need to be in practice to actually be good at the game. And like, the good players in Apex play so much that the skill level between you, like them and the casual players is so massive that none of us casual players would have wanted to go into ranked anyway. It's not like it's I don't know, it's not the same as it was with Overwatch, whereas like I could have reasonably done ranked, I just didn't want to. Didn't see a point. I'm competitive, but I'm not competitive like that. No. I suppose if there was ever a racing game that had a ranked system, I might be into that. But that's not a thing. Like, there's competitive racing play, but there's not like a ranked system like there is for shooters, you know? Definitely aren't drawing back in a lot of old players, that's true. I'd also have to really like the racer. Not gonna lie, I want to get into playing Overwatch 2, especially as Junkrat or Mercy. I mean, you do you, bud. I haven't wanted to touch Overwatch since whenever it stopped being fun for me and my friends, which was... I don't remember precisely which update it was, but it was sometime around the same time they introduced, a little shield, our shield maiden. A little bit after she got introduced, somewhere around there. Just, it stopped being fun, so we stopped playing. Which was kind of sad, because before that we genuinely played multiple times a week. For hours. The fan art is great, though. Sure. Yeah, the fandom's great for a lot of things. I'm in the Naruto fandom, or rather, I am a fanfic reader, and I comment on fanfics, so that makes me part of the fandom. In Naruto's... Writing in Naruto's hot fucking garbage, but like... You know, that's just fandom. Stopped being fun for me around the time Baptiste was introduced, which is a shame because I really like Sigma and Hammond, who came somewhere around that release. I remember Sigma coming out and Tokapachi being so distraught over the toes. Actually, any thoughts on Boruto? It's worse than Naruto, which is a feat in and of itself. But it's worse than Naruto because it's not even written by Kishimoto. Boruto's written by an entirely different crew. Like he may have some hand in the decision making, but he ain't writing that. He's not writing it. Which, I'm sorry, if your mark on the world is a worse writer than Kishimoto, you got problems. I need to blow my nose again. Yeah, that's my opinion. It's pretty bad. For a lot of different reasons. Oh, yeah, no. I remember when everyone was obsessed with the Naruto run. Yep. Yep. I remember all the very hilarious vines with the Naruto run. I love them. I keep hearing people say it gets good around Boruto's Shippuden era, but that's an entire series worth of anime to get through before it gets good. Who's gonna actively watch a series and have anime in hopes that it gets good enough? If we want that experience, we can we can go watch the Ladybug series. We can go watch Miraculous, okay? Okay, we can go watch Miraculous. I've heard that Miraculous takes a little bit to get good, but when it gets fucking good, it's good. And I'm like, listen, at least then I'm guaranteed some good eating, okay? Whereas like Boruto, I'm like, gets good is so, especially I don't trust the fandom, because what they consider good is not what I consider good anyway. Well, I should say the anime watchers. I'm still a fanfic reader, but the fanfic writers are very different from the avid anime watchers. Very little subsections. Classmate tried to convince me that running like that helped them run faster unironically in PE. What a dork. It's very funny. Very funny. Yeah. Not that I'm like... I don't watch as much anime as I used to now, anyway. We have been watching The Summer Hikaru Died, which is an immaculate little masterpiece as far as I'm concerned. It's wonderful. I love it so much. Oh my god. Of course, you know, I'm a Prototype fan. And was in the Prototype fandom and did roleplay Alex Mercer / spoilers, Blacklight, the Blacklight virus. So there's, maybe I'm biased. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe the concept of like, oh yeah, this closeted gay kid's best friend in the whole world died, and a monster is walking around in his skin, and exploring the relationship between them, between this kid and the monster they're in. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I really like that. Oh, it's so good, bro. Literally, the day you spoke of Hikaru, so many of my friends apparently started recommending me it. It's so good. Growing up, I had people tell me that I ran like Naruto. Once I actually saw myself run, I think I ran more like Devilman Crybaby. I don't remember how they ran in that. I did watch Devilman Crybaby, which was a fun experience. But I don't remember. It's equally as ridiculous, that's probably true. I'm sure there was Kishimoto, there was a reason they ran like that. I don't know if it was for speed, or it's not so much. I don't know about y'all, but I run like Jack Sparrow. I don't know, I haven't ran in a long time. I can tell you when I run like... Probably like another Jack. I'm thinking of Jack Harkness. Another captain, though. Because he has a very, I don't know if anybody's watched Torchwood, but the actor, when he runs, he's very, like, trained way of running. Like, hands, like, palms flat, arms, like, very much in sequence with the run, kind of a... Yeah. I think it was for speed and stamina management. I don't know. It's been a while. Yeah. God, I haven't heard that name in years. Yep. I watched Doctor Who and Torchwood and all that during those times that was, you know, coming out and a thing. Yep. There are many Jacks. We've got our own Jack. He may or may not show up before we, starting to get people now. Look at that! I love when Kudos tasks give the energy to do activities. I'd be playing so much Tuno. It'd be fun to play Tuno. Sparrow, Harkness, handsome. There is a handsome Jack. I was also thinking of our own Jack in chat. Yes. Our Canadian boy. Our little golden retriever, as a lot of us, endearingly refer him to. Skellington is also one. Astrid is somebody who also cannot sit still very well. I wasn't talking. And also fiddling with a pen. Yes, we know. I don't think anybody needs to be told where Jack Skellington is from. Samurai Jack. I'm trying to think if I know of any other Jacks. I know a Jax, spelled with an X, but that's different. Mass Effect. There's another Jack. She doesn't have a last name. She's just Jack. We love Jack from Mass Effect. Here's the Frost one from the movie everyone thirsted over. Yes, that's The Rise of the Guardians, which I have never seen, although my cousin Lumo insists I did, which is very funny because I don't remember a damn thing. Yes, Tumblr Sexy Man Jack Frost. Which, to be fair, at the time, most people on Tumblr were thirsting over that particular Jack Frost. Which there's multiple Jack Frosts. There's also just the Snowman Jack Frosts, which I really like the original one. He's got a nice voice. But, that would be my Hear Me Out. Anyway, everybody that was thirsting over them at the time was roughly the same age group. Wait, the live action? No, not the live action. God. No. The original stop motion one. Ugh. Why would you suggest the live action one to me? Ooh. The live action one is horrific. That man fucking dies. I like the claymation snowman. Yeah. Yeah. The felted wool in claymation. There's actually also felted wool. You said hear me out! I'm sorry! I'm never gonna put a live action anything on a hear me out, okay? Well... Probably not anyway. Probably. I'm trying to think if I'm gonna eat my words. Most of my Hear Me Outs are animated characters, to be sure. I'm trying to think. I don't think any of the ones that ended up on my list were... That's reminding me... Oh, okay, so I listen to Smosh reads Reddit stories. I like listening to Shane and everybody talk. Particularly while I'm doing stuff. It's just like any kind of chores or anything. Something tells me I unlocked the Pre-Thinker fight. Oh boy! That was one of my favorites because it's so easy to lose. Because nobody gets unites at that level. I suspect it's not everybody else's favorite, but I think corporate Clash players in particular are really, they don't take losing very well, and I feel like they need to have their asses handed to them a little bit more often. Because they get ragey. They get salty, some of them. Not everybody. Some of them. And I just... His only game. I like Pre-Thinker because it is a challenge sometimes. Shit can go so wrong. The one I don't like is Witch Hunter because it's too long and boring. Yeah. I need to do more Dave Brewbot. I have yet to do that. I've only done it once. And I really liked the fight, but also it was very stressful and a little bit overwhelming when also streaming. I'm wondering if maybe I should do a couple practice fights just offline so I'm more comfortable with the fight so I don't feel overstimulated when I'm streaming. I like when a game makes me work for my win, makes the win more satisfying. Yeah. I love Multi-Slacker's fight. Despite not having reached the Kudos manager's fight yet, I love Multi-Slacker. Kahan is my boy. Okay, Kahan is my thems. I love Kahan. So Kahan is my robot crush. I want to hug Multi-Slacker right now. Valid. Kahan Ray Toby, my beloved. Precisely. Genuinely though, yeah. Gonna do a little dance. Oh, I love that fight also. Can be sometimes a little bit stressful, but I haven't lost too many of them. Like, one of the ones we lost was because unfortunately, people do a lot of multitasking when they play, Corporate Clash. Even in boss fights, they maybe shouldn't be multitasking in. So the one person who had Unite still did not unite in time, for one of our members to survive. And, you know, once you get down to three tunes, sometimes, if it's far enough along in the fight, you can still make it, but it does make it very hard. Very, very. That one varies a lot, though, because what you get for the factory, the foremans, it's so random. Like, there's enough of a variation that sometimes you can't take them out in time, and then you have to deal with the powered up factory foreman, and then that's the whole thing. But I still beat them. Let's happen. Roots Bear! That's a wonderful, simple pun. That's wonderful. Love that for them. It would be nice to play Tuna while we wait around here. I think that would be a good quality of life. I love the new contact pad for the cats I got. Voice lines make me want to grab the cat tunes and hug them. That's cute. I never downloaded any content packs. Generally, I can't be bothered. When it comes to, like, modding games and stuff, I'm perhaps a little bit lazy. It is essentially a mod pack. I am perhaps just a little bit too apathetic. But I do think they're still cool. Whenever anybody talks about them, I'm like, yeah, that seems nice. Tuck my blanket tighter around my hips. Oh, that's better. Ooh. We're gonna do this fight, and then we're gonna wrap up for the day. Which, the fights, if we get one more person, it'll take about like 20 minutes or so. Yeah. Hopefully I'll feel better tomorrow, because tomorrow's our art stream day. I would like to stream more art. Shall see. I love looking at all the models. The bottom feeder is... I love the way that they did just a full hinge for the bottom feeder. That's my favorite. Also, just the banana peel hair. Very funny. Clock speak. Good. I don't have any food. What do you mean Unites and IUs will be limited? No! I'm pretty sure in the pre-thinker fight you don't get them at all. Not even a little bit. They're completely locked to you because of the level cap. That's what I was saying. Yeah. It's not that bad. Thing about Pre-Thinker that you need to know is that he will always castle after he's had a dot put on him. So like the damage increase from throw, the accuracy increase from squirt, anything like that, the turn after he gets one of those put on him, he will castle. Also, you cannot sound him more than once. So you can't sound twice in a row and hit him. Now, some people, without looking it up, kind of think it might be random the way when he castles. It's not. It's perfectly predictable. Other than that, pray, because lore misses so freaking often, I swear, in that fight. So often. I've been in a pre-thinker fight where a lore has missed like 4 or 5 times. And it's so frustrating. Oh, baby. Not like I use them for anything else. Not saving them for anything. Boop, boop, doop, doo. Well, yeah. More high levels. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Neither of you have trap, and that's... None of you have trap. Oh no. The surprising amount of people that really go trap and tune-up-less. Another cease and desist. For this little guy. Hopefully we can do some zaps. Hopefully everybody else's zap is higher level than mine. Oh, I love a cohesive team. Everybody knows what's up. I love Root Bear. They look exactly how I expected them to look. They look exactly how I expected them to look with the cowboy hat and the boots and everything. I knew it! I knew it! Okay. Well. gonna go up one. Not quite. That's okay. We can take a little damage. Let's see, that's quite a bit. I'm gonna kill everybody. That should do it on team damage, maybe not quite. Time for the glass of water. Zap time! Time for zap. I thought that would happen. I mean, it don't matter. They're both gonna go either way. Doo doo doo. There we go. In time. Do 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 do. Missed. Do, 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 do. I love when anybody who isn't familiar with Toontown comes in when I'm doing CLO and it's canon time, because they're like, what's going on? I'm like, I'm firing myself out of cannon. That's what's going on. Hitting cogs. Bang bang. I've learned to stop asking questions. No, but the questions are funny. Ask more questions. Let's hit the mallet. Straight up. Whoosh. Whee! I always wonder if I'm the only one who wastes time at the end. Anybody dreaming he kicking his leg? Leg kicking his sleep? Cute. I'm gonna pour myself some more water. Nope. Well, well, well. That's interesting. It's not gonna happen, but it's interesting. Your zap is higher level than mine. Okay, well. Warning! Lightning is loud! Not like horrifically so, but still pretty loud. Oh, you will hit me? That's okay. What's up? Feel good. Oh, that one's got a tree little twin scarf on. I appreciate Corporate Clash doing all the pride stuff. Boom. Do 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 do. Rude. Do 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 do. I'm getting so many stuns this match. Doo -doo. Ooh. Not that I need stuns particularly. I just need damage. Doop doop boop doop doop boop boop boop. Still so lost how trumpet beats Jujitsu tank and also why you need to reload a trumpet. I don't need to reload the trumpet, I just need to get more. The gags are used up after one use, that's all. Also, sound gags are very powerful. It makes sense in tune logic. And then we're sending her into traps. Cause like, basically we're stunning her. We're not doing a crazy ton of damage. We're just stunning her and then shoving her into traps, and the traps are what's doing a lot of damage. She sinks into the floor. And then falls. I don't know, if everybody was tooting their horns at you, I think you'd get pretty disoriented too, you know? If I'm ever in court, I'm gonna try it and see if it works. You pulled too early. I don't have any. Well, that's okay. Where are you gonna get that much sand in court? Right? Imagine just like an hour or so before your court order, and you're just spreading pits of sand around. And they're just like, what are you doing? I'm cementing my innocence! Oh my gosh. Objection, Your Honor. I'd like to bring in my secret witness to the sand. 12 bags of quicksand. There we go. You can see all the people that use their stickers because they're no longer dancing. There we go. Yippee! We can turn this one in. And then probably might actually be all we need to start the next kudos task. Let's find out. Gonna hit the jury with the Toontown victory dance if I'm ever declared innocent in court. Yep. Visit Lance Iceberg. Ice cycle bikes. Icicle bikes.
You don't think the freezing temps would keep Toons in the Berg pretty chill, right? Guess again. Lance Iceberg and Lucy Luge over on Walrus Way have been fighting with each other for days now. They're acting so fiery it's nearly melting the snow. Listen, Jolly Lottie, Gabs Lottie. Can you head over there and tell them to keep their cool?
I can. Next time.
On the next episode of...
But I do need to rest, so... Thanks for coming to the show, everybody. It's always appreciated. If you like the show, come back for more. I stream Monday through Thursday. And we have fun here in the tent. I do need to find somebody to raid. I don't currently have any announcements for the week. Hopefully I'm feeling better tomorrow so we can stream some art. That would be nice. And my subathon, again, is starting this Sunday. I haven't really decided on what time. I'm probably going to be shooting for... I want to stream at least once a day, even if only for a short time, every day for my subathon. Some of those times are going to be in the morning, some of them are going to be in the afternoon, like starting at 1 o'clock. I get better traffic around 1 p.m. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Nonetheless, let me see. We gotta find somebody to... Why my ear itchy? Stop that. Ooh, do. Well, right into Bippo, or we go right into Nina. Or Ina. Who is doing some indie horror games. She was here earlier. She might still be lurking. We'll go right into her. That sounds like a good plan to me. Like I said, thanks so much for being here. I'm gonna take it easy for the rest of the day until my pain gets a little bit better. You take care of yourselves as well. Remember to stay silly out there, okay? Bye now.